It's yet another stormy evening across central and eastern Kentucky, and in some cases, way too much rain coming from the skies. I'm breaking down the flood threat just ahead.
All this rain is causing some high water problems for people in Kentucky. We'll take you to Madison County, where the water levels are continuing to rise.
And the stormy pattern could mean less business for vendors of fireworks. We'll hear from one man who says he's not worried about his sales this holiday weekend.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. It is a pattern that we are just stuck in. We are tracking more rounds of storms moving into the area, and the threat for flash flooding and heavy rain is still a strong possibility.
That is why we have declared a first alert severe weather day here at WKYT. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey with a look at what's out there right now. How about it, Chris?
Yeah, it's basically been a first alert severe weather week here into central and eastern Kentucky with these daily rounds of strong thunderstorms, and now it's the flooding rains taking center stage. Defender into motion, big cluster of thunderstorms north central Kentucky, and a big time heavy rain producing cluster of storms moving over some of the same areas now across the south central part of the state. And indications are we may try to bridge the gap on some of that action over the next hour and change. What we are tracking now on Defender is the potential for way too much water here into parts of the Lake Cumberland area and points to the west. It's a flash flood warning that we've been pointing at for the past little bit until 7:30. Russell County, Adair County, heaviest part of this storm, at least the heaviest rainfall with this storm, is right on top of Lake Cumberland. But look what's happening now. That is sneaking in toward Monticello into Wayne County, and additional showers and storms are beginning to pop just to the north of that. Somerset, let's hope those avoid you, but unfortunately we've got a lot more to go through. To our west toward the I-65 corridor, Bowling Green, flash flood warnings are out for several counties there. Lexington Metro, not a lot right now, though we've picked up anywhere from 1 to 2.5 inches of rain in Fayette County since early this morning. Another little shower trying to pop northwestern Franklin County. Intense thunderstorms, though, showing up to our north. Look at our sky in Lexington. Anytime we break out to at least a little bit of sunshine, chances are, this type of environment, we're going to bubble up another round or two of some storms. Look at all the lightning north of Carlisle, northeast of Cynthiana, heavy rains around Frenchburg and Owingsville. Guys, that's the trend as we go through not only tonight, but into tomorrow as well. Very, very prolific rain-producing showers and storms that are out there, and we're tracking them all this evening.
Well, as you can imagine, with all of this rain, some parts of the state are dealing with high water after last night's storms. And when you combine that with today's rounds of heavy rain, it can lead to a lot of flooded streets.
In fact, one Madison County road even had to be shut down because of the high water. WKYT's Jennifer Palumbo continues our first alert weather team coverage at the live desk. Jennifer?
Well, Sam, Chris Bailey says the northern part of Madison County has gotten more than 2 inches of rain just since this morning, and they're getting more. This afternoon, Richmond city workers shut down part of Catalpa Loop. It runs behind Lake Reba. A city worker says a neighboring creek overflowed, sending about 10 inches of water onto the road. The stretch of flooded road covers about 1/4 of a mile and affects several homes, including Maxine Patton's. She's lived on the road for almost 40 years and says almost every time there's heavy rain, there's some type of flooding.
They just keep the barriers up there all the time, and they just set them over to the side because the next rain will be here the next day or two, and then they put it off again. And there haven't been anything done to it in years. It just comes up and goes down.
Patton says she lives right on the county and city line, and she wants somebody to do something about Catalpa Loop. She says she'd like to see the road raised so it wouldn't flood so often. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Jennifer, thank you. The heavy rain that flooded that road in Richmond also affected the Red House area of Madison County.
With the holiday weekend coming up, many people are getting ready to set off fireworks or attend fireworks shows. But all this rain could mean less business for vendors. Our Jim Caldwell talks to one vendor who says so far the stormy weather isn't keeping customers away.
It has certainly been a rainy, cool run leading up to the 4th of July. But according to one local fireworks vendor, he says it's not deterring anyone from getting ready for their 4th of July fireworks. Fireworks on the 4th of July are a staple in celebrations across the country, whether it's gathering at a public show or using some of your own at home. Recent rains would lead one to believe that owners of fireworks tents aren't seeing their normal business, but everything seems on par.
It's about the normal amount of sales. I'm doing a little bit better this year than I have in previous years. So, because we track it, my wife and I, we get together and we track our sales.
Chad Harden has been selling fireworks in Georgetown for the past 3 years. He says the daytime hours are always a little slow, but his evening customers are around normal.
Yes, my evening's been just fine. That's when I see my higher traffic flow, because you get people that get off work, they stop by on their way home, and then you have the lull for dinner.
We talked to other vendors who also said that sales are around normal with a steady increase the past couple of days. And with more of this, the rain in the forecast coming up for this weekend, it could make for a miserable go. So you just get out there and celebrate as safely and as best you can. In Georgetown, I'm WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Well, employees say the best days for business are actually July 3rd and 4th.
We're always tracking storms on WKYT.com, and you can too as well. Use an interactive radar to zoom all the way into your neighborhood. Download the WKYT News and Radar apps to keep up with the weather when you're on the go. And share your pictures and video with us. Email them to eyewitness@WKYT.com or use the hashtag KYWeather on Twitter. Police say a man kidnapped a teenage girl and then planned to use her for human trafficking. 46-year-old Walker Wright Jr. faces several charges in the case out of Lexington. He was in court this afternoon to answer those charges. Police arrested him yesterday at a home on King Tree Drive. According to his arrest citation, Wright unlawfully restrained a 15-year-old girl. The citation also says he smoked crack cocaine and marijuana with her. Police would not comment on the case. They say they are still trying to sort through all the details. 2 people are dead and 5 injured after a massive house fire in Louisville that started at a home on South 2nd Street just before 8 this morning. 5 other people, including a firefighter, were injured and taken to the hospital. Firefighters say part of the roof collapsed, making it difficult for fire crews to get inside. The chief also says it's too early to determine what caused the fire.
2 deputies are recovering tonight after a crash in central Kentucky. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Morgan County. The Johnson County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened just before 2 on the Mountain Parkway near the Magoffin County line. The sheriff says 2 of his deputies were in the car when they lost control, hit a semi, and then a guardrail, and then went into an embankment. Witnesses say the impact was so intense, 1 deputy went through the screen that separates the front seat from the back. Both were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. In Letcher County, wet roads are being blamed for a crash involving a deputy and a prisoner. Police say a Harlan County deputy lost control of the car while transporting a prisoner. Deputies say the cruiser drove into an embankment and turned on its side. Both the deputy and the prisoner went to the hospital. We're told the deputy has at least 1 broken bone. And in Casey County, an auto body shop owner is cleaning up after a woman crashed into the building. Police say Rebecca Joins crashed into Rogers Auto and Body Shop yesterday. Police say Joins had 2 children in the car at the time. Emergency crews took Joins to the hospital where she was later cited for DUI. The owner of the body shop says he had just stepped inside to eat lunch when he heard all the commotion.
I heard this big boom. So I walked outside and this woman's running out there and 2 kids saying, "Help me, help me." And still I hadn't realized what had happened until I turned around and seen that she'd went through my garage.
That man tells us that he thinks the total cost of all the damages will be somewhere around $30,000.
A group home that helps the disabled is asking for help getting a new heating and air conditioning system. The Bob Brown House does not take money from federal or state funds and relies solely on private funding. As Rebecca Smith tells us, leaders are scrambling to raise that money. It's a story that's new at 5:30.
You don't have to feel out of place because you have a disability.
As the economy suffered, the needs of disabled people like Jennifer Covington have only gotten more dire. A portion of her monthly disability check goes to room and board here at the Bob Brown House in Lexington.
We don't have as much as other people. I mean, we are lucky to get what we have.
The group home that helps the disabled live independently is looking for help getting new heating and air units. The old system's been in place since it was founded in 1975.
There are 14 people who live here at the Bob Brown House. Unlike a lot of other nonprofits that collect state and federal funds, this one operates solely based on donations and private money.
Director Amy Brown says with utility bills sometimes reaching $2,000 a month.
We have just enough to pay our bills, pay the help, but when it comes to a big improvement like this, we need help.
That help, she says, extends to people like Jennifer.
We want independence. The only difference is we need a little bit more help than others.
My dad died and left me this place. He could have left me an old car or something, but here we have a ministry, and it's important.
In Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
And if you'd like to donate to the Bob Brown House, they have set up a GoFundMe page, and you can also donate through their website. We have a link on our website, WKYT.com. These days, when a police officer or a state trooper is involved in an accident, a camera is often recording what happened. Carl from Berea has our good question today. He says, having two recent crashes involving state police trooper vehicles, why do they not have dash cameras installed? The black boxes will only tell speeds and braking controls. I'm an over-the-road truck driver, and a lot of us have them in our rigs now. Carl, many of the Kentucky State Police cruisers do have dash cams. This afternoon, I talked to State Trooper Paul Blanton for an update on dash cams. He says right now, at least 200 of the 400 cruisers have dash cams, and that number continues to go up. A Kentucky Transportation Federal Highway grant is helping outfit 64 cruisers this year. State Police put dash cams in 32 cars in each of the last 3 years. If you have a good question, go to WKYT.com.